guys, welcome back in Chance Corner, and today we are continuing with Starfield. Continuing from our previous episode, we have reached, or rather, I have reached Constellation, and Tejas, your progression.
Yeah, I just entered Atlantis, New
New
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
I was busy checking all the ship parts and everything,
Yeah, something
planning.
I'll do a bit later once my ship level up is done. I can just spend a little bit into going to the other within this particular system where New Atlantis is, and to our Soul system. I just went there, went to all the planets, scanned them, got the XP from there. That kind of gives a good amount of XP at the very beginning. But I'm not going to risk going to the out of sight areas if that makes any sense, because well, pirating is a thing here. So
Pirating
yeah,
is a thing.
yeah. And I have seen two haunted uh, level 50 like ships. I think those are like carrier ships or something like that, or maybe floating stations, kind of not really stations. They're like big
I,
ships.
I don't think you can engage those ships with your base. Like the small ships.
No,
You need those
yeah,
fast.
those are those don't seem like for engaging. They're like just dead in space. You can literally can board there, and from the very first room I've seen, it's like something went horribly wrong in those. Yeah.
Okay, so I
So
upgrade on a builder.
yeah, you are going to upgrade, and I'm going to go through a couple of side missions that we have here in New Atlantis, starting with meeting our in-game parents. So, with that out of the way, let's start this. This is our character right
Your
now,
type.
and let's go.
Freewheeling space ace. Must be
Okay,
nice.
so what I did is, what is this name? Is 150. Okay.
Alright, so we are here to meet our parents of in-game character, our in-game character's parents, so basically my OC. I think this is the first time my OC has a parent in their world. Uh,
By the
when
way, where is our that home? It's in New Atlantis
No,
only.
no, no, that's not in New Atlantis. If you go to your quest menu uh, and check that quest called Dream Home, your home is on Nesso in the Olympus system. But you have to pay your mortgage in New Atlantis branch as well. We'll do that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was two upgrades, basically shield and fuel tanks.
I'll be doing the upgrades a bit later once we are done with once we actually go to the ship. So to meet with your in-game parentage, you come to Pioneer Tower. Yes, Pioneer
Go to
Tower.
the lodge. It's a lodge. No faction miscellaneous. I think it's just lodge. So I think I have to go to the lodge first. Then your parents' quest starts updating, right?
It's under activities. You see your parents at the Pioneer
Yeah.
Tower.
So first I have to go to the lodge,
The lodge is
constellation lodge.
basically the yeah. You have to finish the starting mission. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
have
just
to
entered.
talk with them. Yep. Right. So while Titus does that, let's go meet our character's in-game parentage, shall we?
Talk to the scientist.
Yeah, we'll do all those side quests as well. Talk to the scientists, and there are a couple of interesting side quests if you may. Okay, so let's see. Why does parent characters always have to be without much hair?
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Activities. Let's see
I'll
what
get the coffee brewing.
activities.
Oh
Uh,
my God! Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
okay.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you,
Okay,
son,
there
but
it is.
I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors.
Where is the store? You have
Is
any idea
everything
where is the
all right?
store actually?
The store is the other big building in the spaceport.
No, because when I open the map, okay, it only shows the some dot 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 dot.
There's the fun fact. You don't have a traditional map in this game. Yeah. Just so yeah, you have to navigate yourself, kind of.
Yeah, so let's navigate myself.
Exactly.
Well, I'll be. Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Oh, say again? I should record that and play it back. Mom, you were right. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known I'd
Can you
have
go
your
into the water?
favorite meal in the oven.
Try.
And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left
Oh, you
it.
can.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
The character customization doesn't really work for the parent
Yeah, you can
thing.
swim.
Constellation sounds
Yeah, but is it
magical.
really
Like a
swimming?
storybook.
Yeah, it's swimming properly. Proper swimming.
Okay. Let's see, what do you have my characters in-game parents? What can I take from here? All these juicy...
Please don't loot your parents' home.
I mean, we need the monies, and since they are going to take
There's
2%
just
of our
so much to
monies...
do.
No,
in
no, no! Don't do
Newburgh.
that. Don't do that. You are a filial son, as the
I mean, I'm
as we
already emptying the house, so...
as we say in this. You are a filial son. Please don't do that.
Yeah, well...
Okay, so I have to take the train to get that. Yeah, for
Yes.
the other guy.
We cannot open this thing?
You've been loafing around the house all day.
I've been reading. It's good stuff. It's about...
You should get some exercise.
I've spent my whole life in a book. I'm fine.
Where is the scientist?
And
dude?
how has that worked out?
Ouch.
First, finish that lodge. The scientists
We are
will come
going for
after
a
that.
walk.
Finish your lodge, you get your jetpack. Yes.
No, it says that all activities. Talk to the scientist by the tree.
Yeah. Starlock.
It's a show on the map. It's like uh, who's the scientist by the tree, dude? There is a map marker here.
Try finding the tree from where you got the quest. So apparently our in-game parents have some portable oxygen can. Interesting.
Or we could do salsa.
Ah,
I
very
told you
interesting.
my left feet have left feet.
The activity was doing good.
But dancing, couldn't we, I don't know, do...
Oh, yes. Anything.
So after you exit the port, right, there is a viewport
Yeah.
where you can hire your
like fit for a
crews.
toddler?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have the this big spiral building,
Yes.
which is something else. I think it's a market. Then Yeah, it's Terra Brew.
It's a brew, alright. That's all that matters. What are these? Tortilla? No, Tranquilia. What is Tranquilia?
You've been
Nice
given a
animation.
precious opportunity.
This is good.
Seize it and never look back.
I'm just gonna empty the entire house first.
What do you want?
There's
Espresso,
the tissue paper.
cappuccino,
You don't know where that is?
latte.
And some inventory management time, guys. Alright, let's go there. We have emptied our apartment. This one is left. Yes. Emptied our apartment. Nothing more is left. Let's have a talk with them and see if
Feel
there's
free to
any-
grab anything you need.
Yes,
I
obviously.
still can't get over you being here. And it's not even Mother's Day. So, I gotta ask, is there anyone special in your life? With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch. Just so you know, your dad cannot wait to be a grandpa. So don't keep him or me waiting too long. I know. I won't get into more right now. I know you didn't live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions, but you can stay
Okay,
here
got a
and know
quest.
the
Nice.
answers.
He's a citizen.
Don't bother at all. Stay
These
as
are all
long as you
citizens.
like. Anything you want to talk about, dear?
Enlist and get citizenship.
Yes.
Well, one of your old classmates made junior VP at Galbang. Their father was bragging for hours. Can't wait to tell him about Constellation. Oh, ain't that the truth? With
Nice.
both of our pensions, we still
Oh,
couldn't
by the way,
afford it.
always
Wait,
talk
wait.
to this
with
use.
what you send home. Well, we get by.
What's
And of all
this?
the places we've lived, New Atlantis is just so full of culture and life. Now that we're both retired, you mean? I keep trying to push your father to do things. Dance lessons, vacation, take some courses. I'm really interested in early colonial art. But he's just happy as a clam reading in his chair for hours. Wants to know the history of every little thing.
What is this?
It's nice to have time to do both, though. I missed you so much, darling.
I figured it would be years until I saw you again. And here you are.
I mean, so I guess that's all the dialogues there are. So that's. Oh, yes. Cannot take that old computer for some reason, but oh well. It's an antique, to be honest. Even at
Which
our
one?
time. This is an old computer in our parents' apartment, and it's like what 19. This is
From
old.
90s?
Yeah, it's old.
Wow. Ain't that nice?
Yeah.
Okay, so what my weapons use? Let's see. Is the rounds ammo? Okay, there you go, ammo. We have the .27 caliber.
And just to showcase the shops again, there are multiple shops you can find if you want. For example, right here there is one.
Yeah, but just after getting out of the port, there is only one shop
Welcome
to
to
the right.
Yeah.
Thanks
That
for
big
choosing
building.
Chunks.
Yeah, there's
Which
a big
chunks would you
building.
like
Yes.
today?
Huh,
I'm
so
happy
that is
to
one shop
serve
is
you.
basically all weapons and everything, and another is a coffee shop, right?
Yes.
Ammo, .27 caliber.
I don't know.
Oh, there is a
Smaller
50 cal
chunks?
6.5 CDC.
Chunks.
Heavy particle fuse. No, thank you. Let's see what I have here.
What you do indeed.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's
15,
at.
15, 15. 128, 132.
There's a bit. If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Oh, please, take a look.
What are this? Advanced shock troops. What is the name of the booster? That
It should be at the bottom. So that's how you sell stuff. And we
Thanks
have
for shopping at
sold
Jemison
everything.
Mercantile.
Let's
oh, okay. We have naan.
now let's see our next quest, shall we? Yeah, London landmark will go later. That's on Earth. Talk with Sergeant Yumi. We'll see this later. Talk with the bartender at the viewport. Yes.
If you ask
Wow,
me,
it's the sword of Damocles.
The sword of Damocles.
Good to see you
Yeah,
again.
I'm getting
Can
all
I
the
get you something?
notes because they are very
Hey there.
cheap.
Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
And there's a huge amount of materials.
Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces, and I don't recognize yours. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy.
Let's see
Let me know if there's anything I can get
what I got. 237.
you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change
This
everything.
is I'm wearing.
A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide. Well, at the moment, it's what's not in it that's an issue right now. I don't have everything for the recipe. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship
Let's see, what is sword of
less than
Damocles?
legal cargo.
Damocles grey.
Security got wind, and the whole lot
Looked
of
up to
it's
the eyes
gone.
of the
Now they're
reptilian
just sitting on it,
High
taking their
King.
sweet time like they always do.
Okay, it's a
It's killing
book.
me.
Obviously. By the way,
Okay.
just can you just turn your input volume a bit down? I think it's a bit too high.
That only you can do.
No, your input volume for your from your mic input mic thing, that thingy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, just a second.
turn it down a bit.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything.
No, I think you
But I did
increased
it.
my volume from the Discord,
And
right?
really,
No, I did
I'm not
not.
even
Yours
certain
is
this
on the
is what I
baseline.
need to finish the recipe.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Just a second.
Mm-hmm. Why
I
does
mean,
it? Yeah.
doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it?
Yeah, you
I
need a
really do.
helping hand.
It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try.
By the way,
Before we say
are you
anything
keeping the notes
else,
or are you selling them?
I am in no
Sell them,
way
except
asking
the
you to
ones
do
that gives you stat
anything that
boost.
might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right? I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit
Argos
extreme, but really,
extractor.
would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went.
Interesting.
I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to... I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
Right.
See you around.
It was someone who just came into
Never
the
a dull
very
day in the big city.
world. Very
But
just
one thing. Okay, how do you know which notes gives you stat boots? It's not
it'll
written here.
tell you. It'll tell you. You haven't got any. That's why. It'll tell you. The first one you will get once you finish the introductory quest, the constellation.
I'm giving these two. Okay, it's a very good read.
Ah,
Sword of
yeah.
Damocles, Sword of Damocles and Gravity Paradigm.
Yeah.
Okay, miscellaneous.
Why is check out my ship's inventory? What weirdness is this? Check out my ship's inventory. Yeah. This is my ship's inventory. What of it? What kind of weird quest is this? That was plenty weird. I have no idea what kind of progression is this. How am I supposed to check out my ship's inventory? Talk to the scientist by the tree, right? The scientist
Yeah.
is there. Okay.
Did you find it?
There is a quest marker apparently. Let's see.
Alright.
It's not in space portal at least. Let's see. Mass district. Okay.
But it's amazing. Let's go.
Yeah, there is a quest marker. I need you to check out something. Okay.
Tell me.
How do you turn less than legal, as in stolen stuff, into legal stuff?
There should be a fence in neon.
You have to take everything you want in neon.
Yeah, but for that, you need to
Yeah.
install a stolen, hidden cargo hold.
Yeah, those shielded ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what this scientist has to say. Kelton Fresh.
Why there is so much?
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
So what's wrong?
Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Yeah, sure. Data, particle, and whatnot. By the way, today an interesting. Okay, this is not there. An interesting thing happened. Okay, so
last year, a private concert by classical violinist Alyssa DeVille sold for a staggering 70,000 credits.
And what is that interesting thing?
Mr. Singh said in an interview, although we can't expect a repeat of what happened with DeMille, we do ask that everyone open their hearts and their wallets for this worthy cause. The Heart of the Settled Systems, SSNN.
okay. So when I was exploring, there was a guy I met. Okay. He and his instructor was in a ship. And apparently something happened to his instructor, and she was injured. And that guy couldn't fly the ship. It was like the ship started flying at random locations, and I had to shoot down his engine to stop him.
Where it is? Where this is?
I think this was in this. It should be in New Atlantis. I don't remember. Either it's gonna be in New Atlantis or in the Sol System. But probably in New Atlantis. Wait, let's see. There should be a quest there completed. No, that wasn't considered a quest. That was a random encounter. So yeah.
Dude, my ship has some pretty weird stuff.
For example,
An empty folder, a food tray,
yeah,
a foam cup.
yeah, those
In
are
this cargo hold.
interesting.
What is Barrett doing with these things? Fire extinguishers, I can understand.
I mean,
Genetic
people
sample.
need to eat, right?
No, but genetic sample bottle.
That might be due to that research station, you know.
Empty oxygen booster. Empty stadium display. You don't need this. Empty beer bottle.
Well, apparently everyone needs some empty beer bottles. So, yeah, that's that. Where's the next one? It's up there. Okay. Okay, just a second, guys. Just a second. Alright.
Bad news for the League of Independent Settlers, or LIST. A prospective colonist family used LIST resources to find a new home, a remote moon filled with life and ideal for farming. The only problem is that moon does not exist. So instead of starting a new life, free of rules and completely self-reliant, the family returned to New Atlantis and filed a lawsuit. Liz told our reporter, it was a simple data entry error. It should have been listed as 3B instead of 2B. We're just a resource, and we're not liable. That was little comfort to the irate would-be colonists.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
But
Imagine that.
So after an hour of whining, you're finally out.
imagine what?
So apparently, so you know, there's a League of Independent Settlers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, a group of colonists wanted to settle to a moon, and they went there, but due to some error in the data entry according to list, the moon was not shown as what it should be. It's supposed to be 3B, but it was listed as 2B. So they came back and filed a lawsuit against list.
Okay.
It's interesting how data entry errors happen even in 2330.
Well,
You don't need to wear your helmet.
yeah.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Machine.
So bullets don't take
yeah.
weights.
No, bullet zones. You can like. I've heard that there are some.
Welcome to Whetstone.
What do you sell? Welcome to Whetstone, miss.
If you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled systems, I'm sure we'll
Yeah,
see you
no.
again.
So I've heard that there are enemies who are quite bullet spongy, if you may. Takes a lot of bullets to kill. So that would have made sense why bullets don't have weight.
Rations? Check. Rifle? Already stowed.
Rebels, aid. A lot of miscellaneous. Let's go. There is another quest that you can have, and if you visit
I'm
that
pleased
shop,
to report that our stocks are currently
Okay.
being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm
visit
sure
the
we
shop
have
just
anything
outside,
you might need.
just left of the spaceport. Dimension Mercantile.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
First, what
You mean
does it
besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? That so? Must mean something to you if you came looking for it. Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus
Okay,
a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Pleasure doing business with you. Oh, well, certainly.
See what you have.
Yes.
You have this is useless. Nope. Yeah, no. These are not what I want. Yeah, no. Ship parts. Ship parts. I have an updated.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and
I've heard this from many
trying to give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes.
What?
I've met so many interesting people from working at the distribution center. Oh, that's... You'll want to talk to Miss Seng about that.
I thought so.
Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is anything but typical.
Check the big spaceport that is
Take
there.
care of yourself.
And behind that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that in a bit.
You don't have to. There's nothing actually.
Okay.
Just a few
Wow.
containers.
Completely different.
That's it.
How can I help you enhance yourself today? Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff and I can accommodate your every need. If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, we've got you covered. All our services and records are private and confidential, so no need to worry. Oh my God.
Okay,
You certainly put things
let's do
bluntly,
a save.
don't you?
So as I was saying, how many main saves are you making?
No idea.
So you're just putting an empty every time,
Yes.
or you're overwriting.
Not overwriting.
You just took me a little bit off guard. It's like you read my mind or something. You see, I've run into a bit of an issue, a teensy little issue. I may have lost a data slate containing the confidential information of numerous patients. Little things, you know, like payment, information, procedures done, age, birthdays, mailing addresses. Oh no, who am I kidding? This is so bad. If that information gets out, my business and reputation could be destroyed. No patient will trust me again.
Enhanced.
Yes.
That is the commercial that you are talking about, right?
Yeah. Talk with the guy.
Gill Bank, SSN, Trade Authority.
It's not. People's private information is at stake, ready to be taken by any bad actor that finds that damn slate.
What is the well?
And worse, my reputation.
Achha, there's a commercial
and
district,
business
there's a
is
well
on the
district.
line. Please, I'm begging you. You have to find that slate. Yes. Oh, thank you. And let's see, I frequent the Terror Brew nearby, as well as Whetstone. I also stopped by the Valberg building recently. Thank you for doing this. You're a lifesaver. Please, come back as soon as you have the slate. Oh, and don't read anything on it. It's confidential stuff, remember? Come back anytime.
Maybe I should update my look. I feel...
You're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the finest, most reliable gear for whatever adventures may await you. All of our products come highly recommended by individuals who have devoted their lives to distant travel. And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything we offer. As I've said, I wouldn't sell anything that hasn't been recommended by frequent travelers. And of course, if they're frequent,
Well
that
is
means
here,
their
the mast
equipment
is here,
is working.
and I'm pretty sure the commercial is ahead then.
Goodness, no, I just couldn't. You're out there millions of miles away from anything, and if something goes wrong, I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet at all times. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. Can't get those in space either. I do. In this line of work, it's essential, don't you think? Not seeing people come back would not only suggest that they're not satisfied with our business, but that whatever they purchased had failed, leaving them unable to return. I would not be able to sleep at night if I thought that were the case. Yes, by all means, have a look. Be careful out there.
I need to find a store with good watercolors. I like the way they bleed on the canvas.
Okay, so
Hey.
we need to locate biosensors.
Yeah, go on.
Sure.
Okay, is it already marked in the map or what?
Obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Find a gal bank teller and deposit all your creds into my bank account. It'll be paid, of
One
course.
that is near.
Eventually.
I'll get that.
Trying to get a job at Gal Bank. It's the big building with the word Gal Bank on it. I'm sorry you feel that way. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to be a banker. It'll be fun. Because magic isn't real, which means
You know,
I
there is a
can't be a
music where
necromancer.
it starts with
I figured being a soul-sucking
that
banker
how
was the next best thing.
Star Wars music starts. Every time I hear that I get that Bastila Shan's music.
I need a beer.
Okay, that's a huge drop. I can actually drop from here? That's cool.
Why?
So you cannot dive under the water.
Nope.
No, you cannot. So, but you can just swim.
It's so much more fun to be lonely and miserable, but fine. I like to paint, I like to crochet, pretty much hate everything else. You're starting to grow on me, though. Like a fungus. But I like mushrooms. Guess that's the third thing. Uh-huh.
There is a commercial
Gal
district.
Bank makes personal finance easy. Money, as long as you have some, should never be something to worry about handling. I do hope you're taking advantage of our remote transaction benefits. If there is any way I can assist you, I'd be happy to.
Listen,
So which, by the way, which faction are you going for?
Look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly?
You know, whenever you talk is when I am talking with some NPC.
That's a coincidence. I cannot do that. I'm not watching your stream, so I cannot do that. Let me know once they're done.
Right.
Constellation, as in the elusive and mysterious constellation. Oh, wow. I used to read stories about you guys when I was a kid. Wow. Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative. So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. And what I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. If you haven't noticed, and I'm guessing you have, the settled systems is big. Like really big. Someone gets seriously underwater, they skip the system. And it's a real pain to track them down. Sad truth is, we can't track everyone down, so credit analysis always has a black eye when reporting to the higher-ups. Oh, I can tell you're eager. That's good. But we'll start small and work our way up to the worst offenders. Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam, and Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. Well, I mean, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious about dodging your civic responsibilities. Well, you may need to lean on him, scare him, nothing illegal, just talk to him. And don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for surgery. These are scofflaws, scum, flagrantly violating the terms of their Gal Bank agreements. If he dies, then his assets go to probate, and we can get paid. So if he forces you into an it's you or him situation, it's a-okay for Galbank's bottom line if
Okay,
you
so
choose him.
Galbank
But
issued
I
a
cannot stress this enough. This is not the ideal
quest,
outcome.
bounty
We wanted
hunting.
him liquidated, we'd have put a tracker on him.
Okay,
I'll send over all
Galbank
the
archives
details.
are
You
restricted.
find Dieter and bring his account current. I hate to end on this note, but you know, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs for me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
As always, all Galbank transactions are secure and guaranteed.
Good luck out. Together we can really make a difference. Right. Small home in the Olympus system, right? There's a balance on that property. Argos Extractors negotiated a very fine loan for you. There are weekly payments, but if you miss a payment, no big deal. It's a pay-as-you-go type of affair. But I think we'd all be happier if you dealt with the mortgage one way or the other. Certainly. So there are two ways to take care of a loan for good. One's easy. Just pay off the balance, then the house is yours, free and clear, and you are one very happy new homeowner. The other option, less ideal, is just walk away and we foreclose on the property.
Ouch.
Absolutely. Take all the time you need.
Oh, Vasco got stuck.
Nice.
He is very eager to jump on the lady. Boost.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for a
Hmm.
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
If I move back to Neon, I'd miss New Atlantis like crazy.
I need all of the biosensors if the data is to be of any use. I appreciate your assistance, but I still need all of those sensors.
So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data and give it a moment. And just another moment. Oh. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right, particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Trees emitting ultra low frequency.
What emitting?
Trees.
Where?
That man at the tree, the scientist.
Yeah. So did you scan him?
No, you don't scan him, he gives you quest.
Oh, yeah, I'm collecting. I have to go to the spaceport. There is one in the spaceport. I have to go to a spaceport anywhere. Not to just put it in the cargo. Ultramax. What did they say? 7.7 ml.
UC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice.
UC Marine.
Fleet
Skips
sizes would be
capacity.
capped, mechs and xeno weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak.
20
And while
5
these new restrictions
balance.
transformed the settled systems
92,
overnight,
84.
entire economies were upended with the flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical: cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening. This is a place for quiet reflection, so please keep chatting to a minimum. It's a fascinating subject, the colony war, though I'm thankful I didn't have to participate.
Fifty-three 69.
Just tell me how many zeros I need to add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't sell to you. UC citizens only.
Ah, I think I understand. And the cost to put me down as a citizen would be what exactly?
Sir, bribery is a crime in the colonies.
Fine. Perhaps I'll just be having a chat with your superiors then. Good day.
Never a better time than right now to settle down and make New Atlantis home. If you're a citizen, of course. Welcome to Feeling Realty. I'm Zora, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need. What brings you in today? Looking to settle down, or move up in the world, or just window shopping? That's fine. It happens all the time. I never mind an opportunity to chat with someone new. I'm here if you have any more questions, or if you'd like to look at properties. Enjoy your time in New Atlantis!
So from here you buy properties.
Seeing as it's all open to interpretation.
I think I got them. What do you call them? Horses.
Okay, so this is usage distribution. I think that where is the information kiosk?
Unless you've got embassy business, I suggest you mosey along.
The FC is nothing but a bunch of warmongers and murderers.
Never forget what the FC did. Never forget. What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done. The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective was out for blood. The Freestar Collective took my father away from me. But that's not what I want. I don't want us to move on. I want people to wake up and realize what the FC did to us, and I want them to be angry. I want justice and closure for everyone in the UC. Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down. Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them. All right.
Interesting. Well.
Yes, exactly. It's like...
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was...
Enhance
good.
is basically restructuring
You know why
your
he was
face and
good?
everything, right?
You must feel what he feels. Understand his pain.
Hello?
Yes.
Accept it. And deliver it not
Okay,
back
where is the
to him.
property thingy?
Empathy. You mean empathy?
Just a sec.
But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. Nothing ever really changes.
It's not easy, no, but necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him. But we can't do it alone. The only way is through
Unity.
Huh. Yes, Andreas. Yes. Unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do. Thank you for taking the time to stop and talk with me. I just happened to bump into a few friends seeking some spiritual guidance.
Yeah, no sanctum universum. Nope. As for the faction, I was thinking about going for that Ryujin Industries, you know.
Yeah, I got back to the grind region quest line. Anyway, there is this. Can you select?
Can I select
A
what?
quest track. Can you select a quest?
Yeah.
Like
press L.
tracking.
Press L.
Yeah, I'm doing that, but there is only blue one or beautiful secrets. Beautiful secrets. Let's see what beautiful secrets do you have.
PC distribution center. Let's see. Ah, there's that one. Okay. Return back here. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the Settled Systems News Network.
I believe everyone deserves a second chance. Just not him.
For sure.
He can find
Just look at it. It took years.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like the only...
Did I scare you?
Nope.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But no.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
I've
I
just
hate
got
to
a
break it
feeling
to you,
about
but his
you.
PA is the one who signs all those
You have a
cards.
story to tell.
Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you work, really work, for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things. Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me? Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO. Rare minerals, you say? That would be worth the price of admission. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group? Ah, the old anonymous source. A dance I know all too well. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph? Huh. Sounds like a good outfit. Heroic miner is a
let's
good
see.
angle. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever
Substandard.
get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
We're close to the
Grade
action
130.
here in New Atlantis. Prime position to report on the big stories that affect the United Colonies.
Welcome to SSNN.
Let's see what else do we have.
A friend mining on Sidonia for a while. Hopefully he finds something better soon.
What other shops are there? We went to Infinity Limited, I believe.
Yeah.
Welcome to Infinity. All visitors are. You'll need to contact someone directly if you need to. We don't get very many visitors here.
Like staggeringly huge.
They
They need people like you. Even New York.
Okay. These are
Yeah.
limited.
I'm sure a junior assistant is viable.
We have been to employee, we have been to Outland, been to Galbank. Let's see what else. What is this area for? Safe post. sea lobby. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What's up there? So we are here. Okay. Unlimited limited HQ. I see. I see.
Okay, so see, lot of stuff. Check.
Now let's see if we die.
What do you what?
Ah, the jetpack is working. Yes. This is that. And this is infinity. This is an end. We have to go this way.
Okay, let's go.
Hello.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days. Spread like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike anywhere.
This is that sanctum useless thingy.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately.
The ancient teachers of this science said
Teachers of the silence. Wow.
Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
Our whole office is getting moved to Gagarin.
Really? Good. What's there to even do on Gagarin?
So let's go to the commercial district and see if there's something we can buy. What the hell? Isn't that thing is
Every time I try to skip with my left mouse button, right?
Mm.
At the end of the conversation, my character is like, Weapon in hand,
Yeah.
ready to kill.
Sometimes
What
you
are you
might
doing?
misfire as well if you keep doing that, you know.
No, no. So I always keep the melee weapon.
Mm.
Yeah, I keep that melee weapon in hand.
Okay. So
Around you.
we have these chunks. What is that there? And this is the pioneer. Okay. Okay, okay. That is chunk, and from here we have Apollo Tower and what is this? Centaurian Arsenal.
It's Hope Deck.
This is Centaurian Arsenal. Ah.
Okay, that is a Free Star
You know,
Collective Embassy.
just
This
by walking
is
through that door, you've shown you make good decisions. I
Aplothium
like that
Reality.
about you.
What is
Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word.
So this
Is that a
reality
These
area
are
is one the where you pay the
potentially
mortgage?
matters of life and death we're talking about
No.
here.
That's Galbank. The very guy whom you talked to, who gave you that bounty hunting thingy. Realty is for buying property in the UC. Basically here.
Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking. I have my own personal favorites, but I wouldn't presume to know yours.
Huh, so
Tell
what
me,
you said?
were you to find
Dialogue चल रहा
yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon? What
No, no,
suits
what
you
you
best?
said. My dialogue was running, so yeah.
Something up close and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a
So
consideration?
Galbank, right? I go to Galbank.
Yeah.
After that, what you said?
Talk to the guy who gave you that mission, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And there will be an option to speak about the thingy. But there's no point really. You have to have 125k credits first. If you have that, then talk and settle it.
And how would I have 125k?
Yeah. So go and talk with him when you have 125k.
And where is the parents' yeah?
That would be in the residential area.
That is after you go to the lodge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to go to the lodge anyway,
I
no matter where.
understand. It's an important choice.
Okay, so let's go to the
Please,
lodge.
take your time. Ah, yes. Well, then personally, I would point you towards Combatech.
So that is embassy. This is
Please,
Armistice
take a look.
Archive. This place is huge.
Weapons, almost all are useless. Let's see.
Yeah, if you're looking for good weapons, go for that UC distributions.
Where am I?
Apparently, what I found out from the net is like the weapon skills according to your level. So the more your level is, the more. So suppose the same weapon, if the damage is 20 at your level, when you level at the same weapon will do 40 damage, something like that.
Okay. Athena
Is this,
Tower apartment. I'm not going there right now.
But instead, they found more than they bargained for.
What else do we have? CJs. This is like a open 49 hours. This is like what a
Come on in.
supermarket kind of.
Take a look around.
Which one?
Need something but don't have a lot of time?
CJs.
That's why I'm here.
Where is it?
Yeah, sure thing.
In the residential.
Take a look.
I'm right now moving in the residential, so here you can buy all the aids, food and all the...
So it is in the mast, right?
What?
The residential area?
No, residential is a separate area.
Okay.
You kidding
So
me?
it's neither the mask nor the
Nowhere else
well.
like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was gonna come back and make my mark on this city.
Okay, there
Nowhere I'd rather be.
is.
And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together. Thanks for stopping
Oh,
in.
Reliant Medical.
Life in New Atlantis moved nice and steady. Just the way I like it. I've got a good location, plenty of foot traffic, and a ton of people who are in a hurry and need to make a quick stop for the essentials. Things keep going this way, I'm gonna start opening franchises all over the settled systems. Be seeing you.
I'm very bored at listening to you making franchise all over the settled systems. Nope. So that's CJ's. And where is this clothing store? I think I went inside here.
That's fine.
Polo.
I also don't recycle.
Let's see.
Last stop, Apollo. My favorite. And we can afford it. Mercury is much cheaper.
It's
Got the
also a
mortgage
Polo
approval
Tower
signed and
apartment,
ready.
yeah, no.
Apollo's got the best view of the city.
So many apartments are here. This area is essentially filled with apartments and couple of
I used to know someone who mined
random
on Sidonia.
shops.
Get this.
Oh, forget about penicillin. I found a much older remedy that is still used in 2330. Snake oil.
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
Your first day tomorrow?
Oh,
I officially passed my certificate. You're looking.
I'm not even gonna comment on that live.
Please let me know if I may assist you. You won't find a larger array of options in all. I'm sure you'll be satisfied with the selection.
Apparel. So is there any apparel that is better in all stats than what is this sari? Why is sari an option for male characters? Are you serious?
where are you browsing?
There is a shop in the residential area. So once you come in the residential, there will be a couple of shops.
There is It Clothiers and Orion Tower. You can look there.
I think that's where I am.
I'm glad you came in.
That is not in
Yeah,
residential. That's must.
I'm pretty sure all these are connected, to be honest. Because I came through the residential here. So all of these are pretty much connected.
Not your ship that landed not too
No,
long ago.
Rental
I'm not feeling
medical.
that bad.
We have
Reminds me of Rental Magica, you know.
Rental Magica? What?
I'm pretty sure you know that reference.
There are a few injuries that can't be addressed here. If you walk in,
Corpo
you will
power
almost
suit.
assuredly walk out.
Corpo executive suit.
Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate.
Corpo, dude, Corpo.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, you've certainly come.
Let's see, what are you selling? Zipper bandages, okay. An actual item, I know that. Yeah, snake oil, penicillin, med pack, junk flush? What? Okay. Injector, immobilizer, heart plus, heal paste, heal gel, CQBX. Okay. Booster injector, bandages. Okay. Very good.
Well, of course. New Atlantis is a big place. Lots of people, which means no shortage
is
of
Sari also.
injuries, communicable
that's what I said,
diseases. But we're well staffed and do our best to accommodate anyone who needs help.
This looks good actually.
Well, of course. But
The
we're
new
well-
city corpware.
You remain
Yeah, but the
good
stats.
health.
All the stats are horrendous.
Yeah, that's the thing. All the stats are horrendous. I want a better stat.
I keep telling myself that Reliant might
Okay, the embassy is there, so we can move
So
on.
10 airborne, 15,000,
This interface is connected to one another. Right, let's see what do we have for our next quest. Start an outpost on the planet Nop. Talk to Noel about quarters. Okay.
So this is basically the mast area. Now you're going to the residencies.
Shayla, be 40.
We got a list. We got the other children. Grandkids.
So Orion Tower is the residencies, you mean?
Orion Tower, then there are 3 towers there basically.
Oh, this is CJ's. Is this a mall? Looks like a mall.
What's the name?
Where CJ's was?
Yeah, CJ is kind of a all-around shopping malls, you know, the ones you have near your places.
Been 49 hours. Class.
Alright, so now let's...
Now this is history. Would you look at this?
I assumed it was all
He
right
got
to let
all
your
of
parents
my
in
basics.
here, but maybe they shouldn't stay for long. I hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts.
Dude,
he'll be
food
fine,
we can
but
found
still.
everywhere. Just
Yeah.
loot it.
Yeah.
Why should I buy food? We are looking
That was
for
intense, wasn't
this
The artifacts, I mean.
weapons
Sorry,
and
this must all be a little overwhelming
suits.
for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming.
Yeah,
now that I
Centurion
think about
Arsenal.
it.
This name
I'm
sounds
Noel.
very
It's really
domineering.
nice to meet you.
Let's go
And
in.
thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Don't be too much dominating.
Now this young master wants all the weapons you have.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Alright, so Constellation also has a mission board.
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally,
So
I suppose we
this
call them visual and
okay.
auditory
Just a second.
hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded
Oh
neural
my.
input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm
Sort of
not saying you
connect
didn't
also.
really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this. Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Okay, let's take a look. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here. So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
stuff you can loot. And sell for some quick bucks. Right. Now let's go and check. First we'll do that. Oh, by the way.
The name of the gun, the Negotiator.
What are you negotiating about?
Is the name of the gun, dude.
Yeah. It's not you who's negotiating, it's your opponents who are negotiating to keep their life. Alright, let's go and meet this guy, see what he has to say.
Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it.
So there is
What do you say?
a shop called Combatech.
I suggested nothing of the sort. Although, now that I think about it, I confess, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Anyway, no. I just need his data. I am sure that can be acquired without force, or the threat of it.
Okay,
90%
let's see.
sure.
I need.
The last time I saw him, he was being assigned to sample collection out near the agricultural areas. I'm sure you'll find him there.
50 cal.
Agricultural area.
all the assignments they could have given me. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Oh, it's important research. I won't bore you with the technical details, but it's critical that I get this done. Trees. I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in Mast. I'm not going to forgive that, ever. Oh yeah? You think so? Wow, thanks for that. I'll really give it some thought. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast. Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Well, then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss, and Kelton can just forget about getting his hands on the data. See you around.
So you have to do shady stuff with this guy.
Changed your mind, did you? Wait, really? I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. There is, and I already explained exactly what it is. Advancing my career is the right thing to do.
Stuff.
From where I'm standing,
What is this?
enough. Just get in, access her term. Best of luck up there.
What if we do it? Okay, let me redo this persuasion thingy again. Okay, so first thing you can do,
If that's true, seems like a good reason to hold on to it until I've got what I need. Kelton already made this personal, you know. Enough. Just get in.
Nope.
I'll just get back to my incredibly important research then.
incredibly important, my first
Changed
you
your
have
mind,
to
did... Wait, really? Wow. I've gotten a few back. I found a backdoor into the Mast. The only way to get... Sorry. That's not... From where I'm standing, kinda seems like it is. I can't do that. Funny, you're not the first person to tell... Enough. The deal is the deal. You get Kelton's stupid data.
maybe that's a 3+1 that can work.
Changed your mind, did you? Wait, really? I've gotten a few... I found a backdoor. The only way to get access... Sorry. From where I'm standing... I don't want to cause problems, really.
What the...
Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment. Fine, fine, you win. Just get out of my sight. And tell Kelton to stuff it.
So we can have that +5 check that will work here apparently.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the mast payroll. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. That he is. I'm sorry that you had to put up with him, but this data is vital. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
Okay, well,
I
this
appreciate
train goes. Let me
Thank you
get
for
some
your
pick me up.
assistance.
Okay.
Mission is done. I have to check on him later. That's that. So Traders just found out what to do with the beautiful secrets. So apparently Warner's
Yeah, just if you see, go inside Western, check the tables. There are 4 tables. One of the tables will have that.
They'll have our table ready.
This is Western in the commercial district, and we have enhance patient files.
Chandra.
Now
The
we,
Chandra Vineyard.
yeah, a nice little. And now we are going to put this back to Warner.
Imagine the Chandra Vineyards logo. It all started with Chandrayaan.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
So do you want to look into the files? If you don't want to look into the files, just go in and
did you look into the files?
no, I don't.
You look great. All of our services are designed to minimize pain.
You found it. Oh my God, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. You have helped a humble businessman. You saved me and my business. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. And I hope this hasn't tainted your perception of my
Okay,
wonderful
so
facility.
now the
If you
art
need
dealer.
any work done, I'll always be
What
here.
should I get with the art dealer? Visual secrets done. Triggers and
Enhance
is
will
done.
be here anytime you'd like
Okay.
a different look.
Can you? Yeah.
Alright, we are back in the constellation, and now let us take a look. This is where at the underground, this is the terminal, and you have the constellation mission board. What missions are? Locate primed life in Procyon A. That gives a 10.5k credit. Wow. Locate primordial network in Vega. What are these though? We're looking for experiment to locate a planet with primed for life in Procyon A system. This may survey multiple planets. Interesting. This is doable.
Okay, how much time we have till the mortgage goes off?
What more? D-
Is there a
you
time?
you
Is there
will
a
have
timer?
to pay per week if you do not clear that loan.
So it will be the money will be automatically deducted, correct?
I don't think so. It should be saying on your quest.
Actually, there is no quest. I didn't think. Okay, I need to talk to that guy before to get the quest. Okay.
Smartic plumes, Toyota. Alright, these. These are most useful. These are most useful. So here you can have the constellation mission board, and now let's go further below. See what we have here. If we have anything at all.
What is this green liquid?
I mean, it is a green liquid, so what do you expect?
Oh, there is Galbank.
Yes. And aid, we need the.
Yeah, the ship is completely changed now. Modified shielding and engines. Let's see if I have. I don't think I have the money. I just take the quest so I know the timer.
Okay. Let's see what do we find here. Hopefully not some kind of a mole man variant. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is not talking unless.
You take his quest first, then he talks with you.
No, yeah, when after I take his quest, he has only two options. I think I need to get my jetpack first. Everything is locked behind that, which is something that I don't want. But yeah, let's go.
Interesting. So unless you actually do the main quest.
Yeah, so basically, you when you landed, you just went to this area, right? To Constellations.
Right.
Yes. So there are so many people doing night walks. You gain an affliction. Tab status menu.
Yes. Those are cutting boards.
Brain.
Knife.
Okay, let me use medical aid.
Alright, so nothing here for now. So let's just saw. Alright guys, so that is there for today, and I'm going to close this off. We are going to continue next day with more exploration on stream, and we'll see what other quests we can do. We are waiting for that guy's timer to also go on, so we'll be tackling
Well
that
done.
quest. So till then, stay safe, stay well, and see you next time.
Good night.